Hello everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to my Facebook and YouTube channel. My name is Owen Fox and today I want to share a message with the intention to help bring you peace and relief and relaxation into your life, into your heart and into your being, so that you may enjoy your life more and appreciate where you are and appreciate where everybody else is, and to love and accept yourself and love and accept where everybody else is also. And it is my intention that you may take the pressure off yourself and take the pressure and the burden off everybody else in thinking or believing or feeling that you should be somewhere else than where you are, or that someone else should be where they aren't, that they should be somewhere where they aren't, basically, you know. So I hope you like this video, and of course feel welcome to subscribe and like or share if you like the video. So it does not matter when you awaken in life. When I awaken, it does not matter even if you don't awaken, start to awaken in this lifetime. All is well and all is perfect and all is meant to be, and we come here as souls knowing pretty much very well what's going to happen in the first large part of our life based on the society, country, culture, the country vibration, the home dynamic and the vibration of our household and our parents and our neighborhood, and the probable schools we're going to go to and all sorts of stuff like that. So we have a pretty good example, as well as soul agreements of what's going to happen, which will help awaken us or trigger us to have massive, huge openings and healings and opening up, called awakening or enlightening. They're the same thing pretty much. It's never a place for full arrival. It's always a place of consistent learning as a consistent student and learner, and we're all also teachers of each other. So we're all learners, teachers and students. Belinda says, hi Owen, loving and shared. Thanks Belinda, shared already. Well, that's pretty awesome. I do like the eagerness of people sharing, to be honest, so just let you know that. I do like that. I think it's pretty cool because I like this message being like shared more. I do like that, to get the message out more. Heather says, hi Anna from Canada. Hello, Heather. So I want to allow us to accept where we are and to undergo a process where we are able to connect with our center more and find peace and harmony and grace and balance more within ourselves, especially towards ourselves and our life, but also towards other people. So how do we do that? That's the question. It's always good to ask questions. Hi, Matt Williams. So really, my answer would be that it all stems down to the mind. But before I get into the specifics, everyone, I'd really just like to also mention what I've written at the top of this video in the description list, which you're welcome to read, is it doesn't matter when we awaken. What matters is that we eventually start to awaken. It does not matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It's gone. Zippo. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's gone. What matters is now and today and going forward in our life. Because now, today, here, and going forward is true life and is the meaning of life, which is being a creator and the act of creating and manifesting. So we have the power in the now, we have the power in the now, we have the power with every new day that dawns that we're blessed to be alive in. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, guys. Honestly, I'm not saying that as a slogan or a trick or a joke. It does not matter. It's gone. Here is where we have the power. Here is where we're alive. Here and now is where we get to make choices and decisions and to tune in again, realign and tap into our center to make conscious decisions and choices, things that fill our heart with happiness, nurture and enrich our body, mind, spirit, emotional field or states. And then also just create lovely stuff out into the world with other people, and just simply even enjoy things like on our own, like being in nature or listening to some music or dancing or singing or whatever we like to do. Whatever we like to do, a shower, appreciating food, appreciating our home, appreciating nature, Mother Nature, appreciating the fresh air, appreciating so much stuff that we have. So gratitude and appreciation are two things that we can focus on, okay? and they are definitely very powerful stuff that our higher self agrees with. It loves our true, deeper, higher self loves everything. It is in a state of lovingness. Um, you can't. It's not real love if you just love one person, you don't love another person. Sure, like yeah, okay, you could say it is love, but really, the higher, truer self, love is a state of being. It's just like the sun. The sun shines everywhere, right? It doesn't like pick on one tree that it doesn't like. In the same way as when we're in connection to our deeper being, we will naturally shine and feel and just simply be love. We are a loving being. So how to tune into that is through, we have two ways of thinking, okay? Two ways of being. There's our higher self way, and then there's our human way. The higher self way, our truer, deeper way, lives in a state of, it's like our higher consciousness. It's like the way we're all leaves on a tree. We're all leaves and we may be separate, but we're all fed by the same tree. That's like us and consciousness or source. We're all fed and all are part of the tree, or we're all part of God and source. Or I don't even want to use the word God because it's just too much of a slightly corrupted word, but I don't really mind it too much, but I'd rather just use consciousness. We are all like life force beings of consciousness, okay? Um, the sun shines on everyone. It doesn't make choices. That's Nathan Kerr called The Sun Shines on Everyone song. It's really nice. So our higher self being lives in a state of unconditional love and peace, harmony and balance, and it has a certain perspective which sees and recognizes that everyone is beautiful and special and unique, and everyone is a leaf on the tree. Everyone is a part of source or God or the universe or spirit, whatever you want to call it, this energy, this thing, or whatever you want to call it. Our higher truer self isn't interested in drama. It's not interested in like bad energy or like upsetting people or calling people names or criticizing anyone, because it sees through the eyes of who it really is, who we all truly are. It recognizes who everyone else truly is. It sees through the outer human, traumatized, programmed, conditioned human being with temporary thoughts and beliefs and personality. So it isn't interested in creating an idea of separation. I'm better or worse than this other person. It's not interested in trying to be better or worse or to be afraid. It understands and knows that life is a beautiful gift in the now moment, and that life is a blessing and every day is a gift. So whenever we think thoughts with our human mind, contrary to how our higher self thinks and feels and knows, we feel what's called negative emotion, stuff like anxiety, fear, sadness, regret, because the stories that and depression, the stories that our like human limited mind tells in our mind, all these stories about events that have happened in the past, all the stories that our human mind tells about like stuff that's happening now, loads of it, a lot of the time our truer self doesn't agree. So what happens is it gives us an emotion to tell us that we're off track, and that's called negative emotion. When we're off track a little bit, we experience some upset, tension and unease, a little bit of sadness maybe. But when we're off track a lot, that's when we suffer tremendously and we have stronger emotions. The further we are away from our higher self at the center, the bigger the emotion we experience as a pointer to tell us, hey, whoa, you're really far away from your real self. Because we're creator beings, we're loving creator beings. And, you know, when we're in the receptive mode and to receive inspiration, and when we're in the zone, when we're in what Abraham called, my favorite teacher called the vortex. You know, it's like, for example, there's a natural disaster, or let's say a woman falls and hurts herself. Like, we're inspired to help, right? People feel good when they give and care and love for each other, typically, unless they're afraid of scarcity, which our higher self isn't. But it's in our nature to feel good and to want to love and to help, because we are truly like the sun, loving beings who care for everybody. But it's all the rigmarole, all the stuff that's happening. The human self gets caught up in it. We're not aware enough of how the mind is working. It's the automatic brain, automatic thoughts, all this stuff. Worrying about the future that probably will never even happen. We can spend a lot of time worrying. So a higher self is always directing us back again with an emotion, saying to realign with a more true thought that will align. It's almost like, if you like ask yourself, what would my higher, truer self feel and think about the situation at the moment? That's a really good question, guys. That'll really, really help you. What would bridge the gap from your human mind that's like thinking incorrectly, so to speak? How can you bring it closer? And you just improve your mental process, your perceptions and your beliefs and thoughts about the subject or yourself or the person. So for example, if you have an issue with you or another person, you'll say, we are all loving beings, doing our best, good at heart, kind, often friendly, compassionate, loving, gentle, tender. When they act not these ways, it's because they're lost in thoughts and they're suffering and in the grip of their mind, which is deeply related to their past traumas, which is influencing their mind and perception and beliefs. I know that's not who they truly are, and I wish them, this is like what your higher self could be basically thinking and feeling and perceiving, basically. So you're feeling love and compassion through understanding and this higher, truer, deeper perspective. This breeds forth peace in you and harmony in your energetic field, okay? Your heart is open. You are creative and aligned with your higher spirit essence. What's going to happen is you'll be inspired with thoughts of what to do and what not to do, especially what to do. You'll be basically inspired to not criticize and to say nothing or say something sweet, lovely and beautiful and appreciative. A compliment, to spur on or to encourage. It could be talking to yourself in your mind or even verbally if you want to express it verbally, or it could be an expression to somebody else who you've previously had a quarrel with. The quarrel comes from this unalignment from your true self. It's not what the other person is doing. Another person can only trigger and stimulate your mind. They cannot basically control your emotions fundamentally. Only you have the power to do that through aligning your thinking correctly with your truer, higher, deeper self. Now, in my life, obviously this has been nothing more powerful than majestic and amazing, deeply influential. Transformed everything. Now, nobody's in a constant state of this. This is the more enlightened you become, the more awakened you become. You become more aware of your own thoughts that are not in alignment. And then you take a moment to breathe. Listen to the nature, the silence. Do something you like and think a thought more in alignment. So you're going to solve your life's issues, troubles, riddles, and puzzles. You will quit having problems because your higher self doesn't view things as problems, and you use everything as an opportunity to create and to expand. Everything is basically has a positive purpose. Things come for a reason, for a time and a reason, and in a way that's meant specifically for your highest well-being and your highest good. So therefore, you don't go around judging circumstances and the past as a faulty error that's been here to hurt you. That's not what life is meant to be or here to do. Our higher mind, as Bashar, who's a wonderful channel who I love after Abraham or with Abraham, says, your surface mind is so much smaller than your higher mind. Your higher mind knows, like your higher consciousness, the deeper aspect of you, the deepest aspect, has so much better in store for you than you can possibly even imagine with your limited surface mind. So, even let go of imagining what could be the best possible scenario or result or life for you. Your higher mind has way better things in store for you. So just be open to receiving beautiful surprises from the universe. The more we get in alignment, everyone, the more synchronicities we'll have in life. You'll see numbers, songs, funny things appearing and repeating and coming up a lot. And it's like little guidance messages saying you're on track. You're doing awesome, and keep doing what you're doing and keep enjoying your life. So, yeah, life is meant to be fun. It's meant to be enjoyable. It's meant to be enjoyed. And these thoughts feel nice because it's true to my higher being. Everyone is loving, compassionate. Abundance isn't limited. abundance, we're all allowed high abundance, unlimited abundance. The universe isn't short on resources. So I'll just read a few little messages here if there's any to come in here. Carly says, beautiful soul. Thank you, Carly. I believe so, 100%. We all are beautiful souls. Someone said, hi, Owen, nice to meet you. I've been in spiritual seeking for years, tried many things. However, I have had multiple experiences in the past year with ET beings of different species. Any idea why I'm getting contact from these beings? I haven't had any experiences personally that I remember with ETs, but keep your vibration high. The best protection and the best joy and fun is to keep aligning, like I said, with your higher self. It's basically like the answer or the solution to everything. Your best art, dance, creativity, music, everything, every best personal expression and creative, fun, joyful experience will happen by being in alignment. So it's only about getting yourself into alignment, noticing when you're out of alignment, and getting yourself back into alignment. Simple as that. And that's through doing things, acts of self-love that are physically good for you, mentally, physically and good for you, and mental, things that make you feel mentally and emotionally well. Having a shower, having a nap, having a bath, they can help all to relieve resistance within us. Having simple food, listening to our body, not overeating and not eating too late at night time. Music, lovely vibrational music of whatever the vibration is that makes you feel happy or relaxed or invigorated, whatever happens to be the mood for you at the moment. There's so many different things. Going for a walk. Nature is one of the best healers, hands down. Nature, it's hard to beat nature, as well as listening to one's body for the physical, the sunshine, etc. All of nature. Going for a walk in the forest, breathing the fresh air. I like to do that regularly myself, all of these things. I go for a cycle every day. Today I did 50 push-ups. I did 10, 10, and 13, 15, and 15. So Teresa says, I like what you're saying and couldn't agree more with you. Unfortunately, I can't stay to watch, but this maybe I'll catch up later. Blessings from Wales. Thanks, Teresa. Happy you're enjoying, and glad for everyone liking or sharing if they like it, for others to enjoy. Okay, Melanie, yay, love you, Melanie. Loving and appreciating you. Love Melanie. You've got such a huge smile, and like I love your happy pictures you send me. Okay, everyone. So I think I might leave it at this video. So just super quick recap. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday in the past. Be careful of the story you tell yourself about the past or yesterday, because it could be from your higher self, which has no regret and has love and appreciation and compassion for everyone involved. Has smooth energy. You can let out tears. Love and compassion on yourself and everybody else for the unaligned state that they have been in and we have been in the past. There's no errors or mistakes. There's only lessons and opportunities for our good expansion and beautiful creation today and tomorrow and the next day. But really, it's all about now and today. Tomorrow and the next day might never come, but it probably will for most of us. But it's all about tuning in now and feeling content, happy, and appreciative and grateful. And just getting inspired and self-loving yourself in nice ways. So let go of the past, but get excited about the future. Tell yourself positive stories and talk about what you like. Don't talk about what you've been disappointed about, guys. Keep that to a bare minimum. If you need to get it off your chest once or twice, go ahead. But just be aware you're talking about a disappointing story, and be aware of your emotion when you're talking about stuff that you don't like, don't want, or you're disappointed in, you didn't like or want in the past. Focus heavily and talk tremendously about what you love, like, and appreciate, and what you are looking forward to and enjoy, and what you're excited about creating, what you want more of. More is a beautiful word, ever. More beautiful stuff from your higher self wants. That's what life's all about. Experience contrast, develop desires and beautiful wants. Then you go about creating and allowing in wants through getting in alignment and being inspired and appreciating what you already have. And just be open to better than what you might think you want, or don't be too attached. Don't be attached to specific results. Like, instead of saying, like, let's say you want only a yellow car, you could get a better car than a yellow car. It could be better, like in many ways. So don't be too fixed about like exact specifics. But it's good, still nice to like think about specifics, but just don't be attached to them. And make sure if you're thinking about specifics or thinking about generals, feel happy about what you're thinking about and feeling about and talking about. It's all about feeling good, everybody. It's all about feeling good. So feel good what you're talking about. Feel good what you're thinking about. If you're releasing like stronger emotion, at least feel good about letting out the feelings. Like let's say you're angry, let it out. Feels good. That's okay. It's not about, this isn't about avoiding or suppressing. It's about feeling good in the letting out and the focusing, whatever you're focusing on also. This is not about just surface positive thinking. It's not about that. It's deeper. It's not about it. So like I said, we can heal and still feel good healing. So for example, let's say we're sad. Oh no, the human perspective will say, oh, I don't like feeling sad. I don't want to feel, why am I feeling sad? I don't want to feel sad again. So then we'll stuff down our emotion related to a past trauma, and we'll do something like, it could be whatever substance or thing to distract us. Our higher self will say, it's good for me to heal. I feel better when I heal. When I let out this pain from the past, I feel way better. I'm glad that this is coming up now. These are higher mind thoughts, everybody. These are aligned thoughts. I'm grateful it's coming up now. It's better that it comes out now than later, potentially. Even though later is fine too, 100%. But I accept and I'm willing to feel the feelings now. And it's okay if I feel like slowing down the feelings a little bit by doing something, but not totally stuff it down, but just slow the process down a little bit is fine, but still let the process happen. That's okay. So they're all, can you feel the harmony and the peace in that? So like, I want you right now to feel the energy in those thoughts, okay? Now, what I want you to do is, in the future, feel the energy of your emotions of when you're speaking certain sentences to other people or even to yourself. Feel the feeling and the vibration that your mind conjures up, because your mind is a constant vibration creator, and your emotions are the feelings that we feel, and we get feedback about what our mind is thinking or creating. So emotions are the result of our mind. They are the first manifestation of our thoughts. It's our emotion. So by studying and knowing our emotions, we get to understand how aligned we are in our thinking and our mind and our perception and our beliefs. Heather says, yeah, I've been liking the yellow car. Sean says, is our higher self going to continue to tolerate government? Well, it will get inspired to take creative, positive action to create what we want, not to fight against what we don't want. So the war against this, that, and the other doesn't work. It's the inspired act to create something better that we want. That's what works. So create another system, be part of another system, or promote another system that's better than what you feel is currently existing in your relationship or in the government or in your community. So there's no point in like fighting against having our body that's like out of shape that we don't like. That's not going to get us anywhere. But getting inspired, and by appreciating, I have a beautiful body, I love my body, thank you my body, you've done me so good, you're brilliant, you're awesome, you kick ass, thank you for getting me from A to B, doing all this all these years. For what all of these thoughts that are in alignment and feel happy, grateful, vibrationally positive and good and well-being, then we will be inspired to create and take actions and choices and decisions that will create the body that we like, and the physique and the health, like the shape, the physique, everything, better health. So we'll be healthier, listen to our body more, do appropriate amounts of exercise, go to bed at appropriate times, eat appropriate amounts at appropriate times, not too long before bed, etc. We'll be learning and listening and tuning into how our body feels and how our emotions feel. That's awareness, everyone. That's deep self-awareness. That's so powerful. It's like life-changing. It truly is, everyone. At least it's been so life-changing for me. And I know it is for other people too. So, is it possible to feel good while you're grieving? It's possible to feel good enough. When you're grieving, you can feel really bad, and I've grieved myself too. As I said, tuning into the higher self perspective and the thoughts and the focusing that feel better, that's the way to go. Now, you may not feel like super duper 10 out of 10 joyful, woohoo, but you will not feel necessarily depressed and terrible. You could feel okay, appreciative here and there, happy enough with this, that, and the other in your life, content and fulfilled or satisfied in different areas. These all like because you're focusing on these things. The focus on the emotional release isn't viewed in a negative way. So therefore, you will not cause suffering, but you may just feel emotions from your past coming out, and even just whatever sadness at whatever the loss is also. But don't forget, everyone, like death is an inevitable part of life, and true death doesn't really occur. But that doesn't mean we do not feel the pain or sadness of a loss of a person, be it a loss of our life, like a breakup, or a loss because they're not there and they're not alive in the physical anymore. Like it's okay to feel like sad. It's okay. But just think of the story we tell ourselves all the time about it. Are we telling ourselves a really sad story, the victim story? Oh no, 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 poor me, poor them. Or are we telling it from a higher perspective slant, okay? Usually I hear and believe in the non-physical when we connect back to our source. We're well there, like well-being and harmony and positive energy exists in our truer state of non-physical aliveness. So if we remember that and realize that, we can be happy for a person not in the body anymore and still love them and feel connected to them in certain ways. Now, I'm not trying to say pretend or paint over any other like sadness that exists, but depending on how we let ourselves feel our emotions, by allowing ourselves to feel our emotions and to be where we are, but also to reach for a more aligned feeling and perception also. And telling an aligned story about the situation, suffering becomes 10 times, and grieving becomes 10 times easier, better, and short lived. And we will love and honor anyone that's not in our life anymore. We will feel more connected to them when we're in alignment. We will love them and appreciate them. We will probably even feel their love and appreciation, potentially. And we will still be excited and happy to be alive and to create a lovely life with all the other people who are in our life at the moment, including our physical body that's in our life too. So grieving is actually a tricky topic, and I'm glad that that was asked. Thank you. So I think that's enough, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and listening together to me. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Don't forget to like or share if you'd like to share this video. And thanks again. It's been a pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as me. Life is meant to be fun. It's meant to be enjoyable. It's meant to be like a holiday so much of the time. It's meant to be a roller coaster of losing alignment and then having the fun and joy of realigning. Losing connection and experiencing the roller coaster beautiful ride of reconnecting. Experiencing what it's like to feel sad or lost or hurt and upset. And then experiencing what it's like to regain well-being and happiness and joy and peace and harmony and balance. To lose balance and to regain balance. To fall off the bicycle and to get on the bicycle again. And that's the creative beauty of it all, everybody. Like, there's hardly anything better than to experience being lost and then being found. And to do it over and over again many times per day or in our lifetime too. It's beautiful to have all of these opposite, contrasting experiences in our life. Life, I'd like to keep saying, is meant to be fun. It's meant to be different, variety, contrasting. And it's beautiful that we're all different and we all learn from each other and we all teach each other. It's beautiful looking at a tree, having a body, going for a nature walk, having a family or friends. It's beautiful that we're all different. We all have different hobbies, different bodies, different interests and passions, motivations and inspirations. I don't know. It's like life is the greatest gift there really could be, right? We're all in it together. You can never get it done, and it never ends. So we may as well enjoy the ride while we're here. Take care, everyone. Lots of love and thanks for watching. It's been fun for me as well. Take care. See you again. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well also.